No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel. No big deal. Play the games, keep it real. No big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel, no big deal. Play the games, keep it real, no big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel, no big deal. Play the games, keep it real, no big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel, no big deal. Play the games, keep it real, no big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel, no big deal. Play the games, keep it real, no big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel, no big deal. Play the games, keep it real, no big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel, no big deal. Play the games, keep it real, no big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel, no big deal. Play the games, keep it real, no big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal. Join the show, say what you feel, no big deal. Play the games, keep it real, no big deal. Let me know what you're thinking now.
Hi, welcome. Hello, my darlings. Welcome and come in. I've got a little story for you that I'm going to spin, a yarn of despicable naughtiness. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, this is the Astarian and Friends Summer Sizzling signing, or Sizzling Summer signing, depending what mood I'm in. And with me, as always, is my friend and your bear wild-shaping druid du jour, Tom DeVille.
Hi everybody, I am embarrassingly you catch me in bear form. I mean, I'm permanently in bear form. The weird thing is though, I started out as a gnome.
You did.
I'm a tiny little bear.
You're a tiny little bear now. You're a tiny little bear gnome. You're a tiny little bear gnome. You're such a little bear. Hi, everybody.
I love it when you go Astarian. I love it so much.
You love it. You love a little bit of Astarian. Who doesn't, darling? Who doesn't? I just want to make sure that we're actually live, because I don't think I'm not sure if we're live or not. I think we're live, right? Usually there's a massive technical fuckaroony, so I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it looks like we're live. Can everybody hear everything?
It's good. It's looking good.
All right, cool. I had stuff in my teeth, which was the technical glitch this time. Anyway, welcome in, folks. The shop is open. We've had some weird glitchy things with it. It's definitely open. And thank you to everybody that's asked for a print. It's really amazing, the number of people have been asking, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
We are going to be streaming the game. This is the big announcement. Tom, this is the big announcement. I don't know if you saw scroll.
We haven't said anything yet. That's
we haven't
very
said shit.
exciting.
Do you remember the date? Do you want to do it? Should I do it? Should we both do it at the same time?
I believe, was it the 20th?
It's the 20th, Tom. It's the 20th.
Yeah, I got it right.
That's right. So the 20th of August is our attempt to start playing the game And get this, Tom DeVille has splashed out on a PC that can play the game, which means we're doing multiplayer playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3.
Partying up.
We are partying up, and the only stipulation that we have, the only rule that I have for the game, which Tom has agreed to, is that Astarion must be a companion in the game.
Yes. No, I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
You did not have to convince me.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. So I'm not playing Astarion as an Origin. He's going to be an Origin character, obviously, in it, but he's going to be a companion member because although it's really fun to play him as the main character of the Origin, which honestly, I'm always the main character in my stories.
Yeah.
I think it's actually, I think there's a lot of meat in him being a companion because you don't get to see some of the stuff that I think is an Origin canon. I believe you reveals quicker some of the stuff because you are him. Whereas when he's a companion, you have to sort of eat that out a little bit, and I think it's more interesting for a playthrough. For a first playthrough. It is going to take us 84 years, as somebody just pointed out in chat.
Neil, tell the truth. Is it because you didn't want to play with yourself?
No, I do. The idea of potentially sleeping with myself is a whole new thing that I hadn't thought through properly. But yeah, I don't want to play with myself on camera. I Twitch ban. I believe they ban you for that. So speaking of banning, speaking of the opposite of banning, which is subbing, do you have any shout-outs? A huge thank you to everybody that's
I've got a load of shout-outs.
Yeah, man,
I want to
make it happen.
Quickly just shout out. The Infectious Rebel just gifted 25 tier 1 subs. Thank you, the Infectious Rebel, and welcome. I don't know if I've seen you before, but big shout out to you. Shout out to Andrew Kirk, will subscribe to tier 1 now for 15 months. Nowen tier 3 for 27 months. Thank you, Nowen. OG. Bear Skates 5 tier 1 subs as well. Thank you, Bear Skates. Lollyroo gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, Lollyroo.
Cool. Huge shout out. I was going to say huge shout out to the mods and thank you for being on top of everything. Really appreciate it. The shop is open. If you do want to buy a print, which is awesome of you, and we really appreciate that, go to streamly.com/Neil Newbon. Very simple, very straightforward. So yes, it's streamly.com/Neil Newbon. The mods, if they're cool and helpful as they always are, have now literally put up the link, so please click that. And we'll try and get through it. We're going to do today, tomorrow, and Sunday. If we run out of time, because I have some things to do in the week and I'm not going to be available, we will be carrying on the following weekend, although I think we're going to get everything done this weekend. The shop apparently is closed again. Man, it's fucking... Apparently it's... I literally just... Oh, it's closed again? I don't know why it's doing that. Far out. Sorry, folks. I've just reopened it again. I don't know why it's doing that. I have asked Streamly to help. It's very bizarre. Very weird. So I don't know why it keeps doing it. Just let me know. Sorry, apologies to anybody that's been trying to buy and it keeps closing. I don't know why it's doing that. It's very strange. So I think the bottom line is... I'm gonna try changing a setting. Maybe this will help.
If you're trying to get stuff in the store and it's closed, give us a shout.
Give us a shout. Let us know in chat, and we will do our best to keep opening and stuff.
We will get Neil will reopen it.
I think I opened it a while back, like maybe 25 minutes ago, maybe something like that. So there might be some weird thing because we're streaming today and the event is listed today that it's just going, oh, you don't need the shop anymore. Click. And just switching it off. I don't know. So I've tried changing a setting here and there, and hopefully it will stay open now for the duration. I don't know. Apologies to anybody that's been deeply frustrated. It's very frustrating when you can't get what you want, Tom. So if you do want something, that's great. Just let us know if it's shut. It's now open again. This is the technical issue I guess we're dealing with. I spoke to you soon.
Yeah, I was gonna. We have to have at least one technical issue. Today it's not with Twitch or a microphone or something. It's with Streamily.
The gods of luck hate us. That's pretty clear and straightforward. So so Lucy, Lou from the Sky, thank you very much. Lou from the Sky with diamonds. Thank you very much for doing that. FYI, folks, my voice is a little husky today. I finished the bulk of the work a couple of weeks ago. I took a momentary break, and that destroyed my body apparently. So stopping work does not help me. So I started back work again straight away, and Yeah, I got hit with a very heavy cold, which I'm just getting through now. So if my voice is a bit husky, if it's not quite 100% Astarian, it cracks a little bit on the top register especially, apologies, but we're doing our best. So shall we, and hi to the mods, mod love, we see you, we love you. Thank you very much, mods, for being our mods. You know, there's also a Discord channel, folks, if you want to head over there. Is definitely family Discord. This is not, this is a mature channel. Deal with that shit. But the Discord is family because we're not sure who's on it, and we just want to keep it nice and reasonably clean. Reasonably clean, you thirsty bastards. For Starian. I always think that's funny. It's a funny expression, isn't it? Thirsty. I always think it's a funny expression. I'm thirsty for you, Tom. I mean, Astarian's always thirsty because he drinks people's blood.
He's thirsty in multiple ways. I like to think that would be a origin character.
And that makes sense. For Astarian, it makes sense because he's a vampire.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so yes, so thank you very much, and we appreciate all of you. I also hugely appreciate the community's embracing the character. I put literally every tool that I know how to do in acting, every craft work that I've ever learned and applied, it has been applied to Astarian in one shape or another. It's been 4 years and it's been fucking awesome, so it's been great. So anyway, we're going to start this. This is the first one up. Again, folks, if we don't call your name out straight away, or if you don't get yours, it will be done at some point. Apologies if you can't make that particular day. We're just going through order chronologically, and VIPs, I think, have a status thing. They get first dibs. And then we'll be working my way through everybody. But don't worry, everybody's going to get signed live. And then this will get shipped off to Streamly, and then Streamly, it'll be on Monday, I guess. And then Streamly will organise it and send it out. So I don't know what the timings are. It's like about 3 weeks, I think, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. So I'll do my best to get it out as soon as possible. But just in case, you will get signed live. And also, we're going to take questions from people as well. Questions, however, questions should be done through the Discord channel. So please join that if you haven't already. That way that the awesome mods can help Tom filter the questions. That way it makes life a lot easier for everybody. So thank you.
Right. And advice generally is on questions, obviously, like, keep it professional.
Yeah.
No personal stuff.
No personal stuff.
And also, I'm gonna say, like, questions where, like, which character do you think Astarian would most like to go dating with on a double date?
Or
and
kill Rob or fuck, I guess is the thing, isn't it? Kill marry, fuck, sorry.
Yeah.
Or something like that. No, I guess it should be different. It should be kill, bite, or romance.
Marry,
kill,
shag.
bite, romance. That's how it should work, I guess. Anyway,
Okay.
something like that. So those kind of questions, I'm not sure about those. Anyway, first one up is for Sarah Kinney. Sarah Kinney very bravely says, write whatever you feel like, which is a terrifying idea, Sarah. You don't know me that well, I guess. So write whatever you feel like. So we're going to do that one. Where's that gone to? It's all disappearing, Tom. Oh, yeah. So write whatever you feel. This is the Baldur's Gate picture.
I mean, that's a dangerous thing to say.
Very dangerous statement.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call you. I'm gonna say Sarah Kinney. Well, hang on. This thing isn't working. There we go. Sarah Kinney. You cheeky little pup. There you go. Little pup. Also, we do have an amazing oracle on the channel. You didn't know this, folks, unless you knew this. We have Whoa There Veronica, who is the oracle of all things, Astarian.
Yeah.
Who knows all the best quotes, all the juicy quotes.
Whoa there just knows all the lines.
Let's go for a bite. Your city or mine? There you go. Love, Astarian. I'm gonna write my name down as well. So
I'm already seeing good questions coming in.
Excellent.
I'm letting you getting.
Sarah Kinney, yours is the first. Was I gentle yet firm? I think I was. There you go. So this is for Sarah Kinney.
That print is awesome.
It's a good print, no?
I love it.
It's a very cool print. This is Larian's print. It is genius and very cool and very amazing, and they have some incredibly talented people. That is the first one up, so thank you very much, Sarah. Next up, we have Sage, who's one of the OG Chaos Crew, Kitten O'Donovan, and Jen Lamoureux. I think I pronounced that correctly, or I mangled it. Special instructions: honk. Hope all is well. That's a Gustarian reference. Hope all is. Maybe please have a doodle of Gustarian. Oh, Gustarian with a knife in his beak. It's a tattoo artist reference. Holy shit!
Oh my
Sage
God.
and Jenny getting tattooed.
No pressure here, Neil.
They're getting
but this
fucking
is
inked, man. So this is theirs. No fucking pressure to do it perfectly for the.
Take a run up at this, my
Oh
friend.
my God, I can't even remember what Gustarian looks like. I have a vague idea. I'm gonna try it once, and if it doesn't work out, and then
I'm going to say I've seen a wide variety of Astarian animal mashups recently. I've seen a rat Astarian. I've seen a duck Astarian. I've seen a hedgehog Astarian. People just like turning Astarian into animals.
Things. Okay, this is my attempt at doing the Gustarian doodle. What do you think about that, Tom?
Let's have a look.
Pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that.
I'm liking it.
Right? It's pretty good, no? I think it's all right. I would have that tattoo.
Yes.
I'm not going to.
You did it.
Holy shit, dudes! All right, so that is.
You got art chops, Neil. You got the chops.
Thank you. Right, so this I'm going to be very careful with writing around it. I'm going to smudge it. Sage and Jen. As requested. And big kiss and a heart. There you go. And then I'm going to put Gustarian. Goose. How do you spell Goose? Oh, it's Goose without an E. Goose.
Yeah, Goose. And then
there you go. I fucked up the T, but don't do the tattoo of the T, dudes. All right, just do the picture. There you go. Gustarian. As requested. Moi. Crazy bastards. I'm going to sign it as Astarian, and then I'll sign my little name over here as well. That's okay. There we go. Cool. That is for Sage and Jen. Holy shit. Holy shit. So if that's all right, that's what you're going to get. Somebody's going to get as a tattoo. All right. Cool. Amazing.
I love it.
That's cool. That's
yours. See pictures. No pressure. No pressure, by the way. You don't have to feel obliged to get it. But if you do get it, then pictures, please.
Pictures, please. Pictures, please. Okay, next up we are going to... Oh, this is a Heisenberg. Classic Heisenberg. Limited edition Heisenberg from Village. If you know what that is, you might want to go there and have a swell time, rambunctious villagers and fucking ghouls and shit. Alright, so this is for Periwinkle, who would like a message on the back. There is a number on the back to help Streamly, because they have to work out whose is whose. So I'm afraid there is a number on the back, but I'll put a message underneath it if that's cool. Any message. All right. A line, something directed at me. You pick. Okay. I'm not going to tell you. I don't know if they want me to share this, so I'm not going to share it. How do I spell the name? Periwinkle. Cool. And everybody does a Heisenberg gets a Heisey Doodle. That is a
yeah, I missed that little guy.
Yeah, man. The Heisey Doodles are a thing. They're a vibe. So Heisey Doodles, it's kind of like the Gustarian thing, but it's a Heisenberg, if you don't know what that is. But you only get that if you get a Heisenberg print. That is how that works. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the message because it's private. But that's what a Heisenberg looks like. See? I can see that or not. There you go, little Heisenberg. Thank you very much. I'm leaving the front blank as per request. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Thank you very much indeed, and lovely to meet you, Periwinkle. Thank you very much. Next up, we have Teresa Ray. Please, pretty please, write anything darkly flirtatious. Not flirtatious, darkly flirtatious. Seems like you have creative freedom, so have at it. Also draw a heart on his butt, which is a thing I like doing with this particular print, which is Be My Bloody Valentine, which is very cool. I definitely have ruined surprises for people. So that is also a thing that I have done on numerous occasions. I'm just saying, like, be very careful with your messages. If it's a surprise for somebody and not to be read out on stream, of which I've done at least twice, please tell me at the beginning of your message, it's a surprise, don't read it out. Because otherwise, I will read it
Yes.
out to people. I've done it twice. I did it with somebody's husband. I think it was. I think somebody's husband was in the chat and it was from their wife. And I was like, who's that from? Apparently, it was from... Who's that from? But I can't
I'm
see
seeing
it.
a Bad Luck Billy saying, it was me.
Yeah, that's right. It was for Billy. It was Billy. And I was like,
Oh,
and I was like, blah, 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 Rice Cat, blah, 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 blah. It's for a surprise birthday. I was like, fuck.
Maybe if it's a surprise, put surprise like the
Just
first
put
word.
surprise,
in
massive fucking letters.
all caps.
Sans serif font. I don't know, fucking.
Yeah,
whatever.
maybe even boost the size of the font.
Anything,
you know.
just anything to grab my attention and stop me doing it.
Yeah.
Would be awesome. This is for Teresa Ray. Just make sure I keep saying the names as well. So, okay, this is for Teresa Ray. Okay, darkly flirtatious. Let's go for a bite to eat. Let's go for a bite to eat, darling. There you go. That's darkly flirtatious. I'm going to kill you by sucking your blood. See? Eat, darling. Okay. Love, Astarian. There you go. Let's go for a bite to eat, darling. And there's a little love butt. A love butt? A love butt.
A love butt.
There you go.
Woo!
That's the harness as requested. This is for Teresa Ray. Thank you very much, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next up is... Oh my god, it keeps asking me to do all these things. I don't want to do that. Thank you. Okay, so is the shop still open? Is it closed again? No, it's still open. Right. Good, which is what we want. Next up is... just got to double check I'm doing this in the right order, because otherwise I will just fuck everything. I'll destroy it all. Next up is for Andy. This is for Andy. This is starring. Hello. Can I get a hello, darling? That would be amazing. Just want to let you know you're amazing. Thank you very much. It's very sweet of you to say that. I'm glad you like my work. This is for Andy. Andy.
Neil, are you ready for a question?
Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Nice to meet you. Spelt M-E-I-T. M-E-A-T. Nice to meet you. Take that as you wish. Love, Astarian. And I'll put my name down here as well. Cool. So, I don't know if you can see that, Andy. I hope you can see that. Hello, Andy. Nice to meet you. Yeah, hit me with a question, dude. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you very much, Andy.
This one I like a lot. This is from Andre, who basically says, Neil, you're a player of RPGs. You've always been a player of RPGs yourself. I'm guessing referring to like Vagabonds.
Yeah, Vagabonds. We still do it. We still do it, dude. Yeah, we do roleplay.
So basically, he's saying, so what? The question is, when did you start, and what was the appeal to you? How did you get into them, basically? What was...
Okay, so I got into them when I was 8 years old. I met one of my closest, oldest friends when I was 8, and he was a fuzzy-haired little dude who just came and sat down because mine was the only chair that was free. And he was just like the new kid at school, and I had a chair free next to me for whatever reason. And it was almost like fated, because he sat down next to me, and the first thing he did was sort of in like recess was bring out a book, which was Dragon Warriors, this roleplay. It was kind of like D&D light. It's like a poor man.
I remember that one.
It's a poor man's version of D&D. It's got like only 5 books. It's pretty like it's very limited, and it's just like
I remember it. Yeah,
you roll D6s and like that's it basically.
Yeah,
but it was cool, and it was just a very interesting. Like it was my first like I'd never heard of. Obviously, I was only 8. I hadn't heard of roleplay games. I'd already it was already a massive gig. I had a Spectrum 48K, and I used to make my own games on there, following like codes and stuff. They used to put in. You have to literally write your own game, press play, and hope it played, basically. So I was already doing that kind of stuff, and I just saw a book, and over that book we bonded as friends and became lifelong friends, and that was my first introduction to it. And then when we were about, I think it was about 11 or something, we heard about Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay first edition. That's what literally came out when we were kids. And we bought one copy between all of us, and we read it, and I was like, this is it. It's like the grown-up version of that. And we also we started reading D&D as well. So I started playing D&D and Warhammer Roleplay, and that's how I got into it. That's how I got into roleplay games, and been a lifelong lover. And then Tom and I started playing. We started playing the original. We do a thing called the Vagabond Chronicles, which is a Warhammer roleplay group, which we've been doing since the pandemic, actually, which is on this channel on Sundays. Check it out. We're starting season 2 with some new characters. We're not too far along. You can definitely see the episodes online on my YouTube channel, I think it is, as a catch-up. You can see the old ones as well, although there's a few missing through technical glitches and things like that, so we've lost a few, unfortunately. But more or less, you can work out what's going on. We do a recap anyway. And it's just a bit of fun. It's a tabletop simulator we use because it's a nice tabletop design. So we do use minis and things, which we make ourselves, which Klim Dodds makes for us.
Yeah.
And so it's our own bespoke miniatures, which is pretty awesome. And it's fucking funny. It's really funny. We've got Einel Tomlinson, who's an amazing he's a triple threat, amazing actor, comedian, and also director, and he writes and all this kind of stuff as well. He's amazing. He recently did he's a Horrible Histories actor. He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
And he recently did the Albert Hall. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
the
I
Albert
saw that.
fucking
Yeah.
Hall, which is amazing. We've got Jess Nestling, who I'm now allowed to say is in Baldur's Gate 3. I believe that her character's been talked about, which means that we can mention the fact that she... Hang on a second, this could be a spoiler. I'm not going to mention who her character is. If you really want to find out who her character is, which is a iconic character, by the way, then, go for... Play the game.
Ooh,
play the game
that's
ideally.
exciting.
Play the game ideally. But if you want to find out, you can Google it, and it's on, it's on the internet now.
I don't want you to spoil it for me, because
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Yeah, when we play it, I want the reveal.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil it for people in chat either. So she plays an iconic character. She's also in it, playing Granny fucking Smith, who's a bit of a naughty old bird. And we also have Klim Dodds, who plays a Skaven in it, called Quint, who's deranged and thinks he's a knight of the Round Table. And we've got, of course, you yourself, sir, who plays Ratigan, the sorcerer. So we do that.
Grubby sorcerer.
Yeah, grubby sorcerer. So Tom and I started our own Vagabonds way back, like about 8 years ago now, I think it was, with some of our friends.
Yeah.
And we played it just for ourselves, but we got back into it. I dug it a lot. It was like my answer to a kind of early midlife crisis was going back and playing roleplay games. It was brilliant. So,
and Warhammer is basically quite like Dungeons and Dragons, except it's a lot grittier.
Yeah, it's a lot grittier.
It's dirty, gritty Dungeons and Dragons.
Gritty Dungeons and Dragons, and you can die very fucking easily in it, I'm going to say. Although I haven't killed any of you yet. I killed one character who turned into NPC, so I thought it was legitimate. Almost killed a couple of you. Very close, but not quite.
Very close.
Next up on that note is for Elizabeth, who says something very sweet to the point where I kind of think this is a private message, because I don't want to, it makes me sound like a bit egotistical if I read it out, I think. But I've got a message from Elizabeth, who's asked me to take a moment to understand something. So I really appreciate what you've said. That's really beautiful and very sweet, and I'm not entirely sure I deserve that, but thank you very, very much indeed. Elizabeth, this is for you. I'm going to be a little naughty. This is for Elizabeth. I'm going to say, Elizabeth, I'm touched. Consensually.
Whoa, I like it.
Okay. Consensually. There you go. Spelled that wrong, probably. Love, Astarion. And I'll put my name in the corner somewhere over there. There you go. So that is for Elizabeth. I'm touched. Consensually. There you go. Which is over there. So thank you very much, Elizabeth, and thank you for your very, very nice, very generous note. It's very kind of you.
I got to give a quick shout out to Winterize, who's been a tier 3 subscriber now for 16 months. Thank you, Winterize.
Thanks, Winterize. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I went with
Thank you.
Astarion hybrid, man.
Astarion.
So yeah, next up is for Camille. Can I have a doodle of it? Okay. Whatever you want, a love heart if possible. Love from the French. Apparently, Camille speaks for the French.
Oh, I
This
like
is a
it.
message from the
The
French.
ambassador.
Thank you very much, the French.
Thank you, the French.
I appreciate that. I'm very big in France apparently now, which is great. Camille, merci beaucoup. My French stops there. I learned Spanish, forgot all my French, so there's the limit of my French. Merci beaucoup.
I just need to point out that I've just seen
Merci,
the Baldur's
merci beaucoup pour tea, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. You know, sorry, carry
Oh.
on. So carry on.
I've just seen on my Twitter feed the Baldur's Gate 3 official the official Twitter has just shared a video of Astarion in clown makeup.
That's somebody put him in clown makeup, which I didn't know you could do. That's a new thing for me.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could do that. So, yeah, that was an amazing session that I had a lot of fun with. I'm not going to spoil it, but that's Dribbles the Clown, who's a very famous clown in Baldur's Gate and D&D.
Okay.
Basically, that is a moment where the player can choose to send me up as a audience participation, and it was a fucking. I loved that. I remember seeing that line. I do my prep work like a day or two in advance. When we get scripts, you usually get scripts a few days in advance. So I saw that line. I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that line. It's like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to fucking kill you. Thank you. Yes, it was like that. It was just, and it was glorious. I think we did it in one take or something. I think we always do alts. We did one take and an alt, but the first take was like, yeah, that's exactly the vibe. Apparently, also, I just saw somebody say this. And yeah, Nolan Hazelrod just said, and it's true. 100,000 players have been rejected by Astarion thus far, which is amazing. Camille, I'm doodling Gustarion. You don't know what that is. It comes from an earlier stream. If you type in Gustarion into the internet, you'll probably see the clip where somebody asked me to create, because I was playing Untitled Goose Game during that signing, or like around that signing, and somebody said what would happen, what kind of character could you make Astarion into? I went, what about Gustarion? Honk. Honk, it's pronounced honk. Is that your sandwich? Not anymore. It's shit like that. And it became a vibe. So Gustarion's now a thing. Anyway, this is for you. So that's a Gustarion for you. You didn't expect it. There you go. I got a little heart on his cheek as well for you. And love Astarion. Astarion. I'm never really going to give this guy up, I think. I don't really want to. I'm a jealous lover. A jealous lover actor, whatever you want to call it, creator. I don't think I'm ever going to get let go of him. That's for Camille with the Gustarion and my signature and Astarion signature there as well.
Thanks, Camille.
Thanks, Camille. Oh, I think I missed the original Gustarion that I drew. I got to check that actually for 1 minute. Where's the other Astarion? I might have to. Did I put his eye in? Maybe I didn't. I need to put that in. Oh no, I did. I put an eye in there. That's cool. All right, cool. I also Gustarion has a love mark. What do you call them? Like those moles? A beauty mark. You can see that or not. He's got a little beauty mark on there as well. Very important, the beauty mark, because he's beautiful. Honk. Thank you, Camille. That's for you. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
How's the shop doing? Is the shop still doing, or is it just fucking around again? What's going on?
I don't know. You might want to check. No one in chat.
All right. Let me know if it just shut down inexplicably again. Next up is for Gemma. Please write something funny as Astarion, anything you like. I'm going to go to the Oracle for this. Whoa there, Veronica, if you're still there. We need something funny, of which there are about 9,000 lines of funniness in there. So if it's just a what from Whoa there, Veronica. What? But Whoa there, Veronica is quite extraordinary doing this, so we appreciate you. Thank you. We've definitely done a Vero summon, which we leveled up to level 2, so that's one of our powers now. But thank you very much, Vero. We appreciate you a lot. So we'll try and find a quote. If you have a quote, please tell us, because you don't understand how many lines of dialogue I did over 4 years, and we're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in performance capture and voice work. I just too many to remember. I have a few that I quite like, favorite-wise, but they're not my favorites. They're just the ones that stick in my head. Here's one that's good. Careful, not everyone looks this good dead. That's a nice one. Okay, so we'll do that. Hi, Gemma. Careful, not everyone looks this good dead. Careful, not everyone looks this good. Dead. Cool, okay. Darling. I'm going to add a darling on the end of it. Okay, that is
Always room for a darling.
There's always room for a darling, darling. Darling Tom. That's for Gemma. Here you go, Gemma. I hope that's okay for you. Thank you very much indeed. Next up is for Jacqueline. May I call you Jackie? No? Okay, fine. So Jacqueline, would you mind signing it as something Astarion would say to his love interest? Also include a signature in yours, which I'm doing. Yes. No problem at all. So Jacqueline. Where are you, Jacqueline? Or Jacqueline? Oh, Jacqueline. There's Jacqueline, surely. Something you'd say to your love interest. Cheeky little pup. There you go. You cheeky little pup. Fancy a bite. Fancy a nibble. There you go. Remember that.
Oh, that's good.
Fancy a nibble. Cool. Alright. Love Astarion. I'll put my signature down here as well, if that's okay with everybody. Yep, there you go.
I'm going to give a shout out to Bad Luck Billy 13, subscribed at tier 3 for 19 months. Thank you, Bad Luck
Billy. This was Billy whom I shamed with surprise.
Yeah.
This is Billy whose relationship I may have rocked.
Yeah.
Not in a good way. Not in a good way.
No.
Sorry, Billy. Sorry about that. I'll never quite live that one down, but hey, that's okay. We're all here. We're all friends. We still haven't finished RE4, dude. Still.
No, I know.
It's
RE4. Something we're going to have to do.
We are going to do that. Amongst the Baldur's Gate 3, we're going to also do RE4. We're going to finish both of them, so that's fine. Next up is for Brooke. By the way, folks, hydrate and all that stuff. We'll be taking a short break at the hour just so hydrates because I'm talking the whole time, which is not quite normal.
Yeah.
So just in case, we'll take a little mini break. That's okay. So this is for Brooke. Love your work. Thank you very much, Brooke. Astarion's character performance at him, so both incredibly compelling. Can't wait to see more in August, which is now. You don't have to wait. It's August. It's already happened. It's out. Get out there, Brooke. All right, so no real message, Brooke, so I'm going to make something up. Brooke, I've got a good one, actually. Gather your party and venture forth, darling. And that is a throwback to Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, if you know what I'm talking about. Gather your party and venture forth, darling. Also, folks, we're on Cameo, and actually quite a lot of the cast is on Cameo. Introduced quite a few of them to it. So if you fancy Cameo, check that out. It's cameo.com/Neil Newborn, I think. Also, you should check out Amelia Tyler, who's the narrator of the game, who's amazing. She's also in DOS 2 playing a whole bunch of characters. She's a seriously cool and talented voice actor. Check out her Cameo, because she's on it now. And get narrated DM fucking things, man. You check that shit out. It's very cool.
I saw her announcing that on Twitter today as well.
Yeah, she's been a mate for a long time. She's truly awesome. A very lovely human being as well. Very fucking funny. And doesn't take shit from anybody. So, yeah, check her out. She's wicked.
She's going to be starring in Hades 2 as well.
How do you know that?
It was announced a while ago.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That's very cool. That's very cool. This is for Brooke still, just finishing this one up. We can take a question in a second. And one thing, folks, not going to be doing spoilers on this one, okay? Because we still haven't, lots of people still haven't played or played through or finished it.
Yeah, it's only been out a week.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's only been out a week.
Yeah.
And people still haven't finished it. It's mad. Okay, this is for Brooke. There you are. Gather your party and venture forth, darling. There you go, because it's out now, which is great. Question. How about a question?
Firstly, I'm going to read out. This is a thing from This Is a Rabbit. Good old This Is a Rabbit.
This is a rabbit. It's a rabbit.
Hi, Tom. Could you congratulate Neil on Astarion for me? Between the writing and his performance, the character was completely epic, and he made me tear up several times.
Oh, thank you. And by the way, you can thank me yourself, because you just did via Tom. Tom is the avatar conduit of your thank you. That's a new one. I should have done that at the beginning. Tom, the avatar of your thank yous and support DeVille. Amazing. Next up we have, thank you very much for that. This is a wabbit. This is a wabbit. This is a wabbit. Next up is Heisenberg. Limited edition Heisenberg family anniversary picture. This is from Silver, which is an awesome name. Love seeing the funny metal man in game. Got me into the rest of Resident Evil, thank you. Can you write something encouraging your character may say? I do have some encouraging stuff. There's two things I should put on here. And that's for Silver, which is awesome. I got him, kid. So, I'll get him, kid. Let's see what you're really made of. And just for double, I'm going to sign as Heisenberg as well. Just for double like boosterini, we've got Heisenberg leaning on his hammer on his hat. My little doodle Heisenberg. And he's given you the big old thumbs up in the foreground. There you go. It's a little disproportionate, I guess. He's coming towards you, it's like 3D, but it doesn't look that good. So be presently underwhelmed. So that's for Silver. That's a good old Buddy Heisey. And put that down. Buddy Heisey. Buddy Heisey. There you go. Ding, ding, ding with an arrow. That's for Silver. And I'm just going to put my name on here as well. For legal purposes, you understand, I have to put my name in here. Cool. There you go. Good old Buddy Heisey. Go get him, kid. Let's see what you're really made of. And that's that. Cool. People just think I just had like a stroke or something and just went a bit weird. That's another of my characters called Carl Heisenberg from Resident Evil Village. Did all that game is you should just totally check that game out. It's very cool. That was for Silver. Yay. Thank you very much, Silver. How is the shop doing? Is the shop robust? Is it acting up?
The shop is open for sure.
All right, cool.
I'm going to go quick shout out to Rocket Ray, who just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, Rocket.
This is a where are we at? So I'm just trying to find everything. Keep fucking with the filter. All right, next up is for Ellie. My birthday is September not sharing the date, but that's it. You're turning 29. So I thought, why not when I have the chance? A flirty happy birthday Mustarian would be magical. Darling, it would be my honor. Yeah, and possibly your travesty. Yes, travesty. So it's Ellie. Happy birthday, darling. How about that? We'll start there and we'll see where we go. Happy birthday, darling. Let's celebrate with a bite to eat. How about that?
Oh, that's great.
A bite to eat.
I've got a good question for you.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Ready?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
This is a question from Coco Croc. And they ask, all right, I'm going to add a little bit to this. How did you learn about the bear scene with Halcyon, and what was the experience like when the bear scene was pitched to you?
The bear scene wasn't pitched to us. We saw it in the script, and it was really more than anybody's. I guess Amelia and Dave would have been aware of it before anybody else was. Because if you notice, like the characters don't. We don't talk about it when it's happening. It just sort of happens, and it's really from Halcyon's. Like he's the one that's talking through it, whereas the player character obviously says lines, but it's not recorded. So from our point of view as actors, obviously we read everything. What they do because they're very awesome. Larian are very cool, and Pit Stop Productions are very awesome as well. Is that they flag up with the actor if anything is intimate and anything potentially could be difficult, or if the actor just flatly refuses, which is completely their prerogative. If they don't know they're supposed to be doing something, it suddenly crops up, they have a right to say no. So what we do is we get intimacy directors in if it's needed, or if people like me who are actually quite seasoned with things like sex and torture and violence and all that kind of stuff, I don't really get triggered by stuff like that. I've done a lot of it back in the day where there was no such thing as an intimacy director. As I'm comfortable with it, I don't need that. However, I appreciate the fact that Larian and Pit Stop Productions got one in and was on call. Intimacy directors were on call. both for doing mocap stuff, but also doing the PCAP stuff as well, which is very cool. So what happened was, obviously we get the script, we see what it is, we hysterically funny. I think it was very, very funny and very brilliant. And then obviously Dave, the way that I came to it was that I was Dave Jones's director for voice, maybe voice and performance, or just the voice. I can't remember if I was doubling up with somebody, possibly with Bronya, who's also an amazing voice performance director. Bronya Deutsch, I think her name is actually his surname. I can't pronounce it. Deutsch. I think it's Deutsche. I can't remember. Anyway, Bronya is an amazing director. So I think I was paired with her. I might be wrong on that. Sorry. But Dave and we did the session together, not knowing that because you can use any character for that scene. It's basically, as long as it's the player character, it can be origin, could be custom, that they chose Astarion to do it. So when I saw it on the panel from Hell, which I was watching, it was like, that's the scene. I know what the scene is. I've directed Dave in that. It was brilliant, and Dave was amazing. Took it very professionally and did a very good job. It was like, that's my character in the scene with Dave doing the scene that I directed him in, which is really fucked up. So that's how I that's how I knew about it, and I didn't know about the Astarion being the person until I saw it on the panel from Hell, which I thought was fucking hysterical. I liked it a lot. And the best part about it is the squirrel. The squirrel sells it. It's the squirrel dropping the nut. If you haven't seen it, it's very funny.
Yes, yeah, the squirrel's great.
And fair enough. I think it's cool. He's a druid that wild shapes. It's not weird or anything. It's just that's his bag. It's his thing.
Yeah,
so I think it's cool. All right, next up is for Scully. Good question. Please can you make the W look like little vampire fangs, please? The W. Oh, on what? Can you make the W? What W? There isn't a W here. What are you talking about, dude? Scully, I hope you're here, because I don't know what you mean. Do you mean this thing? Here? There's not really a W, it's 3 lines, which is the 3, but it kind of looks like a W, kind of. Is that what you mean by little vampire fang? I'm not sure what you mean. And Scully doesn't have a W in it. So I'm not sure what to do. Help me on this one. So if Scully's here, that would be great to hear from them. If not, can anybody tell me what the fuck they mean? Because I don't know what they mean right now. Do you know what they mean, Tom? I'm not sure what that means.
So this is on the something. Make the W like a teeth, right?
Do they mean my surname, which has a W? Because my surname has a W in it.
It could be.
I don't know, man.
It could be.
Don't know what that means.
I mean,
maybe, the only thing I can think of is the W. I'm going to do my signature W. Okay, well that's the only W I'm aware of. So I have to do a big version of that. And then I'll have to do little vampire teeth like that. I'm not sure it's going to read very well though, to be honest. I'm going to do in a doodle, just as a backup for Scully, because I don't want them to be disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a doodle of it. I don't know what to do. It's really strange. Should I do Gustarian? Gustarian's limited. They're limited edition. Limited edition. I'm going to do a Gustarian as it's a limited edition request. Not many people.
If in doubt, goose it up. That's what I always say.
Goose it out. Gustarian. And there's a W, there's teeth on the W, which I don't think really works, but anyway. I'm going to put a separate W with teeth. I don't know what that means, it's so strange. Okay, that's the best I can do. So, it's like I've magnified my W. I put like a magnification over the W to show teeth. Scully, love, and the Astarion. Why isn't it not working? There we go. Alright, so what I've done is do Scully, a Gustarian, which you didn't ask for here, my name, and then a magnification of the W with the little teeth. Covering as many hedges as possible there, sir. Hedging my bets.
Yes.
So that's for Scully.
Teeth everywhere.
Teeth fucking everywhere. Much like a night of passion with Astarion. Teeth everywhere, darling. Alright, cool. There you go. Okie dokie. That's that. Thank you very much, Scully. And let me know. Actually, Scully is with a K, not a C. So I'm just going to add a little leg in there for the C. I just noticed that it's a K, not a C. There you go.
Scully like skull.
Scully like skull, exactly. Next up is for Val. I'll take a question after this, mate, if that's cool.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yep, so next up is Val, Bloody Valentine. Please could you write, no, sweethearts, no. Sweethearts, no. I prefer them savoury. Anything else you should add? Thanks so much. Appreciate the work. So thank you very much, Val. That's very kind of you. This is for Val. No, sweethearts, no. No, sweethearts. No. I prefer them savoury. When asked if he has a sweetheart. Let's put, gather your party. And venture forth, darling. And then a little heart on his butt, which we like a lot. Okay. And I'll sign it as a star in as well. Just went to fucking town on this one. Here you go. There you go. Thank you very much, Val. Thank you very much indeed. If you haven't played the game, shame on you. Shame on you, folks. You need to play the game. It's absolutely fucking awesome. I have really enjoyed playing Resident Evil Village and things like that, but I am really looking forward to playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm a massive fan of Baldur's Gate, D&D, as we've established. So for me, I'm chomping at the bit, sir, and I've had to wait several weeks now to play the damn thing.
Yes.
Because I want to do it right. So we're going to
Yes. Neil and I have been discussing the characters we're going to play.
We had a moment. Who's going to play what? I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to play. I think I know what I'm going to play. I think we know now what you're going to play probably.
But I'm developing ideas. Yes. Still
not sure yet, man. Still not sure. All right. So this is for Haley. Ba-bam. Hey Haley. Any starring quote is enough to keep me sated for a lifetime. But if you don't mind signing, here's my little treat. With her cheeks all flushed. Okay, I'm going to do that. That's a nice one. I don't remember that one, but yeah, okay. This is for Haley, and Haley is spelt with a heart at the end. I don't think you knew that, did you? Spelt with a heart. Haley with a little heart. There's a little heart on his bottom as well. You have to forgive me, folks. My voice went out at the top of the week. It's only just come back now. It's still not 100%, so sorry, folks. Here's my little treat.
Are you ready for a question?
Yeah, with her, just setting the grammar out, with her cheeks all flushed. Cheeky little pup. Just adding that in there for you as well. Cool. That is for you. Haley with a heart. There's a heart on his bottom just for you and cheeky little pup. There you go. Thank you very much, Haley. Yeah, hit me with a question, dude. Thank you very much. And thank you to the mods and thank you, Tom, just for being my friend, really.
Love you, man. Buddy.
Love you, dude.
Oh, love you too.
And thank you.
This is a question from Dances with Bugs, and other people have been asking it as well. Did you, mocap any other characters in the game beside the perfectly normal, albeit somewhat pale elf?
Yes, loads. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. There's a lot of me beyond Astarion in the game. I can't tell you about some of the things that I really want to because I haven't been okayed yet to say that. There's 2 characters that I do the body doubling for, but I can't tell you whom just yet until they tell me I can, which is fair enough. But I can tell you that for the intro screen on Baldur's Gate 3, when you go to the character and you select them and they give a little speech about who they are, but basically it's like the tadpole going into their eye and then the tadpole investigates, and that's the kind of idea behind it. So when you go into you check out their screens and it puts up the character, whoosh, and they go into a little monologue. I can tell you for a fact that every single one of those characters is me playing body doubling for the main characters who did their own performance capture and voiceover. Obviously, we all did, but that was a last minute thing that Larian were trying to introduce and get it in the right way. And so I did all of the main origin characters mocap for that, just for that segment. And I actually teased every single character by sending them little messages going, look what I'm doing. And like, I'm besmirching your character. And I would tell, like, so Deborah and I spoke, Jennifer and I spoke, I think Josh as well, or somebody else, I can't remember who else it was. We spoke quite a few people. I was like, I'm just doing this to your character right now. They're like, no! Because we just ran out of time. And it was the very last shoot I think they had for motion capture. So yeah, if you go into the origin screen and see the little things that they do, not only do I do a Star Wars thing, but I do all of them because time was pressing and we couldn't get the other actors in time to do that. It was only a short shoot. It was like 2 hours we took to do all that stuff. I worked with Thierry, who's the animation lead, and also Greg Lidston, Thierry Van Giesman, I always mispronounce his name, and with Greg Lidstone as well, who's one of the directors, one of the main directors and mocap head in Guildford. And also Jason Artino was involved with that. I think Cody and Chad as well, I was working with that day on, maybe on something else. But yeah, it was really fun. And I got to play, so I had to observe the actors' choices playing the characters' choices. It was very cool. So I got to step into Tim Downey's shoes as well. Everybody, you know, including Theo, who's amazing, and Will. Jennifer English, who's just all delightful and delicious and awesome. And Samantha Bayart, who plays Karlak, who's just fucking kick-ass and amazing. As well as I said, everybody, Deborah, Jennifer, Theo, Samantha, Tim. Those are the main origin characters, I think. And me as well. Yes, they're all fucking awesome. And here's the great thing about the party. We've all got to meet each other and get to know each other. As well as the other NPCs, like as well as, you know, Dave Jones plays Halcyon, Tracy Wilde plays Jaheira. This is all out now, I can say all these. It's not a spoiler. And also, there's also Minthara as well, Emma Gregory. People have talked about that now. So it's been a real hoot and delight to get to know those amazing actors. And everybody's so individual and the characters are so individual. It's a really nice ensemble cast for that. I really like the fact that they're truly unique individual characters, every single one of them. So it's very cool. Thank you for the question. Next up is Heisenberg. Hi, everybody. I'm just hanging out. It's a Storian guy. He says free booze, so I come over. All right, this is for Bailey, who apparently making out to Bailey Heisy's #1 simp. Don't sell yourself short, darling, even if that is true. They said, thank you very much for all the amazing work you do and voicing a character that practically saved me. Okay, cool. When you were at Lois, well, I really love the fact that it really helped you. Thank you very, very much indeed for even saying that. If it's true, that's amazing. I'm just glad we entertained you, but I'm glad that you found solace in the character. It's a very fun character. So thank you very much, Bailey. So this is for Bailey. Bailey, Heisy's #1 stamp is what I have to put down. Number one. You're number 2. Okay. Go get him, kid. Buckle up, Buttercup. How about that?
It's a classic.
It's a classic. Okay. And as we stated before, everybody gets a Heisy Doodle. This one is going to be Heisenberg holding onto a little heart. Yeah. Peeking behind a little heart. Just standing to the side of it, actually. There you go. So it's your Heisy Doodle up there, Bailey. If you can see it, it's just peek. There's Heisenberg.
Marvelous.
Yeah. And that's for Bailey. No, Heisy's #1 simp. There you go. Thank you very much, Bailey. I'm glad I entertained you. It's very, very cool. Very cool. I can do another question, I think. We've got another Heisenberg one. This is for Apocalyptic Horse. No message. Very foolish. I can do anything I want now. Freedom. I have complete control of my middle arm. My siding army. I've got complete control, you fool. All right, so we're going to put anything I want down. Let's take a message, why not, while I'm doing something diabolical.
Sure. This is a question from Billy, who asks...
Billy's whose surprise I ruined. Hi, Billy.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Would you travel to the US for conventions in the future? I
I would
met
love
your
to. I would love to.
evil yet wonderful sister Maggie Robertson. It'd be wonderful to meet you as well in the future.
I would love to. It's really a question of whether they want me to come over because I would love to do that. In fact, I'm trying to do that. I would love to try and do that. So if anybody is an American convention or knows anybody at a convention, I'm up for it. I'm game. You can contact me directly through my agents, I guess, or the PR company I'm with is amazing called Shine House. Actually, you contact them through that. That's great. Shine House PR are amazing. Who've been helping me a lot. I'm totally up for it. I love it. In fact, I'm doing some conventions. I'm at Insomnia this year again, which is great. I love those guys are amazing. I've got some other things bubbling on as well, which can't tell you just yet, but I will be telling you at some point. I would love to come to America and do some conventions. So yes, please find somebody and tell them, you should check this guy out. He's pretty cool. You know, he does a lot of cool shit with different voices and stuff. And then just get me over there. It'd be fucking great. Why am I speaking like a bad Heisenberg? 'Cause I've got a croaky voice. Because it's Heisenberg. For Apocalyptic Horse, we're going to do... oh, I've forgotten his quotes. I don't know his quotes, man. Heisenberg quotes, completely forgotten them. I just shunted that short-term memory out because I'm making way for a Astarion at the moment. What else we got? We've got... Let's
Quotas.
Yeah. Let's see what you're really made of. It's kind of an obvious one. I want to do something else if we can. I mean, that's kind of cool. I quite like it, actually. I'm just covered in yellow. Look at that. Covered in white marker. I have no idea how I did that. I'm trying to be careful. Okay, I'm just going to put, let's see what you're really made of, which is one of his best lines. Let's face it.
I'm loving the amount of Heisey love that we're getting today. Like I thought it was going to be all Astarion all the time.
Well, no, I know. Heisenberg's a heavy hitter, man. So that's why it's Astarion and friends, and you're a friend as well. So that's true. I said shit was actually something I think where they just found. So I'm going to do that one, which is cool. Love for me, and you get a little Heisey doodle because everybody gets a Heisey doodle. I'm gonna do classic Heisenberg doodle. This is OG classic, him sitting on his own hat, very fucking meta. Holding his tiny little hammer. There you go. I said sit, and there's Heisenberg sitting on his own hat. Classic OG Heisenberg. Thank you very much, Apocalyptic Horse. How are we doing? What time is it? Okay, good. Doing well. Another question, mayhaps.
Sure. Let's have a look. I'm just going to look at the question.
This is for Saf. I'm not sure to make it out to Saf or not because I didn't put anybody to make it out to. So I guess it is for Saf. So I'm going to write it out to Saf. Careful, I bite. Okay, but yeah, question away, please. Thank you.
This is a question. Firstly, just a nice thing from Fave D. Question, not a question per se. Just wanted to thank Neil for the streams during the pandemic. They were the highlight of my week.
Oh, cool.
And my
Thank you.
I should
thank Tom as well. Tom's half the match.
Oh, he does as well.
Tom is half of this like platonic marriage. So you know.
Aww. We started streaming during the pandemic. We started Neil. It was Neil's idea actually, and I joined in, and we really enjoyed it. But it kept us sane during the pandemic sure.
I remember talking with you about it. I started doing it a little bit for signings. I think it was initially how I was doing it with Blue Owl's Medic, who's our great friend, who we love very much.
Yes,
who's amazing. And then we decided to sort of. And then you came on board and said, "Do you want to come on board and do this stuff?" And it was really just a way for you and I to hang out more than anything else.
Yeah, it was a great thing. Yeah, really lovely way to hang out when we were all stuck in our own homes.
Freaking out about the end of the world and stuff. This is very quickly used for Saf.
Thank you, Fave D. I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
And this is from Kashkins. Hi Neil, was there a particular thing about Astarion that became a challenge for you acting-wise?
So the shop is back open again. It glitched again, so it's back on again.
Oh, okay.
It keeps. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's fucking annoying. It's back open again, folks. So don't worry about it. Was there what? Sorry, say that again.
Challenge. What what were the challenges for you acting wise playing Astarion?
Huh.
Were there any challenges?
Yes, there's only really no, the only challenge. Okay, there's two types of challenge really. There's one challenge which is creative, which isn't really a problem at all. It's actually the work, which I wouldn't say it's a challenge per se. It's the work, which is just experimenting with the character, pushing, seeing what works, what sticks, trying to push yourself as far as possible to really uncover some cool shit about the character, really develop the character's habits, movements, voice, personality, question
Mm.
the script, question their understanding of what it is they're trying to get for, aim for the directors and the writers, and then also try to add more on top of that and really have happy accents and organic moments. That's one thing, which you could call a challenge. I don't like the term challenge for that because it's the work. The only challenge I had really in terms of a challenge was that I burnt out twice physically. I physically burnt out. So one time it was okay. It was not a great day. When I came in the day after, it was fine. The other time it happened, I actually had to take 2 days off, which for me is a lot. Like I tend not to burn out on anything. I once had severe fatigue in Japan on a. I was action directing and acting in a animated movie, and for 2 weeks I just couldn't keep food in my stomach, let's put it that way. And I worked 10-hour days regardless. I was still working the whole way through. I just had to go to the bathroom all the time. Sorry about that. Sorry, folks. Mature channel. So, I very rarely get affected, but my voice went and my body went, and I was just a vegetable mess. And it was the first time I've ever had to ask for a session to be called early because the work just wasn't very good. And that's not me wanting to be good. That's me knowing that this work is just not great for me and I'm not happy with it, and it means that it's not going to be the best. Every line that I do, I want it to be the best version of my work in the line. It doesn't mean I'm aiming for perfection. It just means that I need to be in a state of readiness and on top of my game and feeling good and feeling engaged and in the moment. And if I don't feel that, it means that the work may not be as good as it could be. Not that I'm aiming for perfection, it's just a personal thing. So the director was awesome. I think it was Kirsty Gilmore, who's one of my favourite all-time directors, next to people like Steve Kniebly and stuff like that. They were amazing. But Kirsty's incredible, and because she had a lovely duty of care over me, she very kindly called it. And then I was told by the wonderful Hannah Smith, who's the producer at Pit Stop, who's awesome and gorgeous, to basically rest. So I took 2 days, which for me is equivalent of like a week, I guess, and then back in the studio, and then was just completely into it as well. So yeah, for me it was like that was the challenge of like having a day that just didn't work, which sucks. Apart from that, there weren't really any challenges. There were very interesting, demanding scenes. There's lots of stuff about his trauma and stuff that was hard because I want to do it justice, and I don't want to make Larian have taken it very seriously, all this stuff, and it's very heavy hitting, like a D&D game, like a D&D campaign or a role play game. It's very serious stuff in fictional circumstances. And so I need to be able to take that seriously and do that well and really pay honour to it and honour to the character as well too. So, but again, those weren't challenges. Per se. I mean, they can be challenging because it's hard, but they were glorious. They were wonderful opportunities to play and to undercover the story. So for me, yeah, the only challenge I had was getting sick for one day because I was just burnt out. That was it really. Right, next up, hope that answers your question. Next up, this is for out of sequence. Oh, okay. That is very much out of sequence. I tell you what, folks, I need to resequence this because apparently I've missed one. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. What?
Is this where we discover that the whole W that you were like, and you'll be like, oh, it was on a completely different print or something?
Something like that.
No.
No, I don't think it's that bad, but I think something's happened. Oh. They've got the right numbers on it. We just seem to have jumped, which is... Let me just try something. Okay. Oh, maybe these are wrong ordered. Oh, yeah, these are the wrong order. No, we're fine. Nobody needs to get fired or shot. It's fine.
Whew.
Yeah, that was close.
We do have one of those moments quite often in signings.
It gets confusing, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. You're juggling a lot of different.
Dude. Yeah, it gets very confusing. So apologies. It's okay. I've worked out what happened. It was just these are in the wrong pile. That's fine. We're fine. So we don't need to take a break just yet. We are going to take a break soon because clearly my brain is switched off. a little bit. So we're going to do a couple more, then take a break for hydration, then we'll come back and do another
Oh,
hour.
Amelia's in chat.
Get the fuck out, Amelia Tyler. You have to go and get a cameo from Amelia. Because getting a cameo from the narrator of one of the biggest game of the year, and it's D&D, get the fuck out. You gotta go check out Amelia Tyler.
We were
Amelia,
pimping
hello.
your cameo earlier.
We were pimping it out. We're not pimping you because I wouldn't be so presumptuous, but we're pimping your cameo out, darling.
Yes.
Is it? I'm sure it's cameo.com. If mods can help me out, cameo.com/Amelia Tyler is what I'm guessing. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So check out Amelia Tyler. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's the beating heart of our game and the DM du jour. Fuck du jour. DM of the year. Check it out. She's really cool. She's a very decent, awesome human being. Decent, maybe not decent, naughty, but a very cool human being, let's say. And she's also amazing. And I believe you also sometimes do Twitch stuff as well, I believe. So check that out as well. Basically, just check the fuck out. You should check everything to do with Amelia Tyler. And if you don't know as well her work, a huge amount of work. One of the most prolific voice actors in the UK right now, doing games work, if not the world. DOS 2, she plays a gazillion amazing characters in that. I think you had didn't you just say there was there was something we can talk about? Can we talk about that? Was that like a rumor? Tom, you mentioned it actually. I'm not sure whether we can repeat that or not.
Hades 2.
Can we say that? I'm not sure. It's out of the bag now anyway. I think Tom outed you. So yes, we're doing that as well. But yeah, check out Amelia Tyler. She's awesome. Truly, truly, truly awesome. Yeah. What are we doing? Signing.
What are we? We're doing some signings. You were going to hydrate. You were going to go hydrate.
I think I need a break. I think I might need to take a break right now.
Minutes.
My brain just went like this. My brain just went, I tell you what, folks, it's now 9:15. We're going on for like another hour or so. So with Amelia Tyler entering, it's not because she's here that we're leaving for like a little hydration break. Just that my brain has stopped working. So hang out. Tom, I don't know if you're doing any entertainment at the time, or we're just taking a proper break. How are you thinking?
Let's pause the stream for a moment.
All right. I think I have an intermission window I remember created. I don't know whether. Yeah, I still got one. This may not work. Anyway, we're going to take it like a very short break, 5-10 minutes max, like 5 minutes probably. So stick around, tell your friends, come on in. The shop, I believe, is still open. Even it keeps wanting to shut, which is just fucking bizarre. So if you want to get a print, you can still do so. The next couple of days, we'll be signing for a while. And yeah, take a break and look after yourselves. Amelia, stay with us. We'll be right back. It's not because of you. It's because my brain is dead. All right. Much love, everybody. See you in a bit. Thanks, Tom.
Bye.
No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now. No big deal, join the show, say what you feel. No big deal, play the games, keep it real. No big deal, let me know what you're thinking now.
Hi, we're back. I had a... I do play a Astarian. We're back, darlings. Yes. Welcome to my boudoir. So hello, folks. We're back into it. The next one up is Heisey Lord Heisenberg, which is for Rania. Rania. Hi, Rania. It's my birthday in a few days, so I'll leave this entirely up to you as a birthday surprise. For you. We hope it's a surprise for you and not for somebody else buying it for you. It's my birthday. They said it's my birthday. They know this is coming. Again, huge shout out to Amelia Tyler, who is the narrator, Dungeon Master in Baldur's Gate 3, who is an incredibly awesome talent. And you should check her out on Cameo and check her out on everything else. All right. Cool. This is for Rania. My brain is actually still dead, but that's okay. We're going to carry on. Rania, have a Heisey happy birthday. Have a Heisey happy birthday, kid. Love the metal tyrant. No, love me, my name. I think, weirdly, I can't remember. I think we may have done that for the DLC. The DLC where you can play Heisenberg. And I'm pretty sure that we did something on those lines. And Heisenberg is now holding a birthday cake for you, this little doodle. Don't know how old you are, so I'm just imagining the number of candles. No judgment. So this is for Anya. There's Heisenberg holding a little cake. I don't know if you can see that. That's it. And he's putting his hand, he's standing on his nose. Have a happy happy birthday. Happy birthday, Rania, for your birthday. And also a happy early birthday to me. It's my birthday soon. Yes, that's true. Thank you very much indeed. That is for you, and thank you very much. Any questions about anything? Let's do it. Oh, shit, you can't hear Tom. Now you can hear Tom.
Oh.
I forgot to, I didn't unmute you. Tom didn't say anything interesting.
How dare you?
It was quite dull.
How very dare you?
It was quite boring, actually. Thank you.
That was 5 minutes of some of my best material ever.
Not only that, but it would actually effectively change your life. It changed me.
Yeah.
I've already changed the last 5 minutes from the stuff Tom was saying that I muted by accident.
I proposed to someone.
He gave me a new way of looking at the universe and life in its entirety.
I shared my philosophies.
My ideas of what existence can be, should be, has fundamentally changed in the last 5 minutes because of what Tom just said. Even though it sounded like he might have been responding to what I was saying, he wasn't. He was on a diatribe. He was doing a monologue of this incredibly life-changing stuff. And he said to me at the end of it, that's a one-time thing, I'll never repeat it. So apologies that I get that, but you don't. Sorry. Thanks.
And the winning numbers for tomorrow's lottery.
And the winning numbers for tomorrow's lottery as well.
Yeah.
Into any lottery. It's all the same number, apparently. It's one of those free occurrences. Thank you, Shwami Tom. So
ruined. Absolutely ruined.
Next up is Heisenberg for Justin Garcia. Justin Garcia. Sorry, I'm such a juvenile. They would like written down boulder punching asshole. There you go. So we're going to put down that Justin Garcia, which is a cool name. That's a good name. Good name, Justin. Okay, why is this pen bent to my will? Let me go over this because it was a bit fucked. Garcia. You boulder punching asshole.
When you're ready.
Yeah. If you haven't played the game, folks, haven't gotten pre-order, go and play the game. Find a way to, if you can't afford it, find a way to afford it. It's one of the best games you'll ever play. It is truly the epitome of... It's as close to playing a tabletop game without playing tabletop games you'll ever get. It's absolutely extraordinary. And I can't wait to do our Twitch stream.
I'm so psyched.
Man, it's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be brilliant. Okay, there's a little Heisenberg with his arms crossed because he's not very happy at me right now for making terrible jokes and for muting Tom. So the reason that Heisenberg's got his arms crossed is because he's not happy with Neil. He's fine with you, Justin. He's not okay with me right now. Look at that. Look how cross he is. really cross. He's really not. He's not. It's not cross. He's just disappointed. It's disappointed Heisenberg.
Daddy
Daddy
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg says, "I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you, kid." Not Justin, in me. All right, so that's Justin Garcia. Thank you. Next up is. Oh, will it stop doing that? It keeps doing these things. This is for Natalia. Natalia. Hi Neil, no special instructions. I'm so happy with anything you write. Huge fan of your work and bring so much to Low Star in. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you to Larian and to Pitstop. Josh Whedon put me up for the role. Jason Latino, Greg, and I think Swen, well, not Greg, actually, it was before Greg. Jason Latino signed off on me. I think Swen did as well. So thank you very much to Larian. They're amazing. Yeah, it was fucking awesome. So thank you very much to all of them. This is for Natalia. No special instructions. I'm gonna write something anyway. Fuck it. Careful, I bite.
You can't resist. You love it.
Can't resist it. Put a little heart there. So I'm only joking.
You are one of the most inventive signers that I have ever encountered.
Really, that's a very nice compliment. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Careful, I bite. A little heart there. Thank you, Tom. That's very sweet of you to say that. I appreciate it. A lot of love on this stream. A lot of love. Occasional hatred, but a lot of love.
Occasional rational bursts of anger. But,
occasional irrational, slightly psychotic bursts of anger, but mainly love. A little bit of gaslighting from time to time. A little bit of emotional blackmail, but apart from that, it's all love.
Occasional flashes of anxiety.
occasional stress-inducing anxiety. Usually technical in nature. All right. Next up is from Macy. Hi, Macy. This is from Macy. Thank you. Thank you for being amazing work and playing BG3. Truly fantastic. Thank you. Can you please write? No, I won't kill them. No, I won't kill them. Well, maybe Gale. I remember that's from when you get possessed or something. Like there's a possession thing or something, like it starts warping your brain. I think it's the necromancy of Thay, which happens early enough in the game that's not really a major spoiler because you get it almost right at the beginning of the game. So it's not a massive spoiler. I think there's a bit where something tries to possess you or something like that, and he starts like, no, I won't kill them all, and it was very funny. I can't remember. Was that something we improvised or did Stephen write it? I can't remember. I can't remember if we improvised that or if Stephen actually wrote it like that. Either way, it was a very funny moment. And I remember having the funny thought of like, we should be able to break the spell temporarily for him to say that and then go back into the spell. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I won't kill them. Well, maybe Gale. And then just go back into it like that. I think it was really funny. So yeah, it was very cool.
I mean, this seems like an obvious question, but and maybe the answer is obvious, but would the writers be always there at the recordings, Neil?
No, they were always available online. They were super hardworking. So whenever we were in session, they were online.
Okay, like what, over Zoom or something?
No, not even that. On I think they use Slack. I don't know if you know what Slack is. If you know what Slack is, it's like Discord.
Yeah, I know what Slack is.
It's like Discord. But it's like more internal stuff. It's useful. It's very, very useful. And it was just very much like, we have a question about this line, or can Neil add this word, which happened very rarely, by the way. The writing is exemplary, and we didn't really change anything. Occasional bits of grammar or something like, or rather, what I would do is I didn't often like Astarion didn't often use contractions. So if it said it's and it felt it should be an it is for the rhythm and flow of the line in terms of delivery, I'd often question tiny little things like that. Like, is it okay if I say it is or upon as opposed to on? You know, shit like that. So little tiny things. And to be honest, it was so rare that happened, but it did happen occasionally. But it was really because the workload is so extreme for the writers. It's like understandable if they write something out and actually when you say it out loud, it doesn't quite make sense grammatically or something like that. And I made a decision very early on that he is incredibly erudite and very articulate, and therefore would have incredibly good grammar and would speak incredibly well, which is part of the character's decision already. The character's already set up like that. But I decided that I really want him, because he was a magistrate, he was a lawyer first, therefore. If he's a magistrate, he must have been a lawyer. So if he's a lawyer, he'd be incredibly good at use of language, because, as we all know, lawyers' entire job is making sense of the law, but also using language to either obfuscate or to make sense, and to use to their advantage for their client. So I was very particular about that, and it would be the only real question that would often come up is, can I do this as opposed to that? Also, the directors were very good about making their own calls and saying, yeah, actually, that sounds right. And I think we didn't really ever have an issue with that. It was just more like just making sure it was okay with everybody, you know? So I'm going to sign this as a Starian. That's for Macy. I'll put my name in the corner, which is the least important part of this. There you go. Macy. No, I won't kill them all. Well, maybe Gail. There you go. Thank you very much indeed. Next up, we have Grace, who can please doodle a little heart bleeding. Sure thing. Nothing fancy. Thank you for bringing Starian to Unlife. You're very welcome, Grace. Yeah, I'm going to do a heart with like a Starian chomping down on it. Like that. My Starian drawings are not as good as my Heidi doodles, I've got to be honest. But there are some, at least they're there, they exist. So if people want that, you can ask for that as well. His little feet sticking out. So he's chomping down on a heart which is bleeding rivers of blood. I'll put a careful, I bite over the top of it. But in, like he's saying it. He's saying it with a mouthful. Like that. That's for you, Grace. Thank you very much. That's what he's saying. Cool. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Next up is this is for Whoa There Veronica, one of our mods. Thank you very much indeed.
Whoa there!
Whoa there, Veronica. Whoa there, Veronica. Hi, Neil. Congratulations on PG3. Please do whatever you like in print. Can be either really unhinged or flirtatious from Astari himself. Thank you. Rawr. Rawr is the bear noise, apparently, when I see a bear. I go rawr, like that. So I'm going to do a rawr.
Rawr.
I'm going to draw a bear questioning what I'm doing. Like, what? Huh? Little bear. That's a little angry bear. Like, bear drawing is awful. Looks like a dude in a bear suit, let's be honest. It doesn't look like a bear at all. It doesn't look like a bear at all. It looks like a dude in a bear suit. Huh? There's a Starian. His hands out. Oh, that's awful. That's truly abominable. Alright, so here's my terrible Starian drawing, which is not good. I don't recommend people get it to ask for. And he's going roar. And there's a bear and a guy when it's clearly a man in a bear suit. It's not a real bear, it's a dude in a bear suit. He's going roar, and the bear's going, I don't get it. Very good. That's accidentally good. This is for Vero. I'm gonna do a little heart. Thank you, Vero. Cheeky little pup. There you go. Little pup. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna make that. The unhinged part is the fact that it's not a bear, it's a man in a bear's outfit. That's the unhinged stuff. That's very good. He's cosplaying Halcyon in bear form. Yes, I just saw that. Very good. So that is for Vero. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Funny. All right. This is a Heisenberg Village, limited edition. Angie Alaya says, if you can, please. I don't have fucking Uno, which is like a long meme thing that I don't get. But it's like a whole thing that people did, and I really don't get it. So I'll do it. I just don't get it. But with a glad heart, I shall do this for you, Angie. Angie. Yalla. Cool. I don't have fucking Uno.
Was it the Lords playing Uno?
Yeah, it was something like that. And I don't get it at all. Why Uno? I'm not sure how your collective hive minds work. It's very strange. So I'm going to draw a Heisenberg, like really a confused Heisenberg, going what? with his little huh? Huh? Interesting side note on this doodle, I drew it backwards. I drew it from feet up, not hat down, which is weird.
Oh.
Very strange, which is why his neck is completely destroyed. Huh? Right.
Uh,
Right,
are you
next.
ready for a question?
Maybe.
Are you're busy with?
I'm trying to rectify the doodle because it looks really fucking weird. It looks strange. It looks really weird. Alright, this is a doodle gone fucking mad. It's a very strange
Oh
doodle.
wow.
Yeah, it's gone a bit weird. It's only because his fucking clothes have gone weird. It doesn't look like he's shrugging, it looks like he's phasing in and out of reality.
It's whatever it is. It's a newborn
Bizarre.
original.
It's fucking strange is what it is. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna do a lot of question marks, like
I
basically
love it.
he's so confused he's phasing out of reality. Like he's like he
I
like
love it.
in terms of when the camera is soft on an actor, basically
Yeah.
Heisenberg has gone soft in this picture because he's so confused he's phasing out of reality. There you go. That is for Angie, so that's for Angie. Thank you very much. Hit me with a question. Indeed, sir. Indeed. Do it.
This is one from First Black Widow.
Yes.
It might need a little bit of reinterpretation, but I'll read out the question first, and then we'll just discuss it a little bit. Would you say that acting and voice acting are about expression of feelings or surprising feelings? Because you're expressing such a great variety of emotions and feelings at the same time you're confident in the role. And so basically, I think what they're asking about, if I'm guessing, it's a lot about either confidence or spontaneity.
Yeah,
Like,
because I think the term feelings is a misleading part of the question because actors shouldn't play emotions. We play actions to get what we want or need or both, and we come into conflict with other characters and obstacles, which then the experience of all of that and the tactics we use to try and get what we want or need, and whether we're successful or not, the experience is emotional. But
that makes you emotional.
that
right.
makes you emotional. You don't play an emotion. So you're not aiming for in this scene I am angry or in this scene I am happy or something. And you can't give an actor shouldn't have the note from a director be more happy. A, that's grammatically incorrect. B, it means it's so vague and so big. What happens is you end up with very bad acting. You have very general or very heightened or very broad or very unfocused kind of like storytelling, because it's like to tell an actor the character is angry, so what I want you to do is walk into the room like you want to tear it apart or punch that person with your words. It's an actionable directorial note which the actor then goes, oh yeah, I can understand that, I can have that feeling, and actually sort of like kind of do it in their performance, find the rhythm through the line, and that leads them to the experience of how angry the character is right now. And if they're really in the moment, the moment takes over, and it's very easy and organic to do that. But if you're trying to play an emotion or a feeling, it's not going to work. It's going to be very general, very heightened, not very good usually, and actually it's going to feel, actually more than anything else, insincere. It's going to feel very forced. So I guess, can you reword the question for me, because that would make more sense, I think.
I mean, I was thinking if it was talking about the
Organic moments,
on
being
the
spontaneous.
acting spectrum, yeah, spontaneity versus that sort of confident, like particularly with a character like Astarion, who sort of is very alive and very sort of. Do you build a lot of your performance from spontaneity or from? Is it much more about preparation, or is it both?
Different actors have different methodologies and different approaches to
Yes.
character. I like to
Yes.
play a lot with the character because I find by playing with the character and using lots of tools or just having a lot of fun with them, I tend to find these impulses that come out of me, which is an acting thing. You follow an impulse to take a decision that you're not entirely conscious of, really. It's an impulse to take an action to do something in a given moment, depending on what the circumstances are. And more often than not, if you've done your intellectual research of the character and you've made your intellectual choices and you've done your rehearsal period, when you're actually performing live in the volume or in front of a camera or in front of an audience, then if you're having those impulses, they're not intellectuals. You're not really thinking about it. You're just doing it because you've done your
Yes.
preparation work, which is
Yeah.
script analysis, which is understanding the story arc, understanding the needs and wants of the character at any given moment, the super objective through line throughout the whole piece, the summation of what the character kind of is. I use musicality, I use animal work, I use community art, I used method tools, Meisen tool, all kinds of different stuff, right? And all the summation of all of that, what it does is it gives you this wonderful cauldron of all this bubbling material, of all these ingredients of methodology that you put in there, let's say. And then when you put your spoon in for a scene, you're blup, and you pick it all up, you will often find that in the spoon is all this stuff, which is the impulses, and it can happen. We call them happy accidents when something kind of goes wrong that you didn't plan but actually ends up better than what you decided, or when you have an impulse that follows the story because you know the character so well, or you're living the character's truth so well, that these things happen because you have an impulse to do it and it feels right. So I don't think I play spontaneity. It's more like it happens because of the preparation, because of the groundwork, and also the years and years and years and years of work, craft methodology work that I've done and that other actors do to prepare me for a job like this. So you're not just seeing my decisions of the character, you're seeing 20 odd years or 25 years of work, 15 years of training. In fact, I just actually spoke to one of my teachers today, the amazing Roberta Wallach, who comes from the Actors Studio, who I've had the privilege of working with many times. And actually, I actually developed Kamsky's character with her for stuff like that, which was very cool. For my preparation, I didn't make up the character. I mean, when I was coming to Kamsky in Detroit Become Human, I created that because he had to be very different from Gavin Reed. I went to studio to work with her on them, so that when Gavin Reed plays a lot. I played a lot with Gavin Reed. Kamsky I didn't play with very much because the character wasn't a playful character. The character's very, very serious and very structured. And actually, I looked at Japanese form, specifically martial arts. I did a tea ritual. We did a tea ritual in rehearsal, not in the volume, not a Quantic Dream, but in London with my teacher. I worked one-to-one, and I did a tea ritual with him. Very precise. She also dressed me in, because I have a hakama and a kimono, and I have a katana, and we did a dressing ceremony. And it was for as if Kamsky's being dressed by his, I can't remember the name of the dolls now, what they're called. The dolls. I can't remember what they're called. Somebody will correct me in the thing. So the ones that he made, the Daisy, not Daisy, that's from Baldur's Gate 3. You know what I'm talking about, the blonde dolls that he makes that are all around him, that he shoots. She was kind of being, Chloe, thank you very much. That was, I can't see, that was Julia Rose, thank you. So the Chloe's dressed me, and we did a tea ceremony, and it's all about his love of, I think, in my personal choice, which may not be, is not canon, which is for me. He's a lover of Japanese form and structure and precision, and so I play with that a lot to create that. So yeah, it's not really about the spontaneity of the character. I decided the character has free flow. For instance, that's Yap Malgram's work using Laban techniques, and he's not bound. He's completely opposite. He's in total flow, and so you experiment within that. And then when you come to doing the moment on set in front of the camera, you're in a prime place to then forget everything that you've done, so you don't predict a moment, but know that it's in your instrument, it's in your body, it's in your psyche, it's in your all your abilities. It's there primed, and it might come up or not, or something else may happen. So really, spontaneity comes from preparation, I would say. To be truly spontaneous in the moment, your preparation must be done, and you must be diligent about craft work and diligent about developing the character. Because if you don't do that, you cannot be spontaneous. You're just going to end up playing your own habits and what you would do in that situation as an impulse, as opposed to what they would do as an impulse in the moment. So spontaneity comes from preparation. Yeah.
Right.
On a t-shirt.
Yes.
Cool. Next up is for Sasha. Hi, Sasha. Adam, a message to my Tav. Tav, I found out yesterday, means Tadpole Adventurer. That's what the acronym means. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Tav is short for Tadpole Adventurer. And there's 6 different voices, I think. So this is Tav. Their Tav is called Malithra, whose love and faith for Astarion saved his very soul, whatever that means. You're incredible in your story and acting. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Add a message to my Tav. Okay, I'm going to make a sweet message. It's not going to be sexy or sassy. It's going to be quite sweet. Sasha and My darling Tav. My darling Tav Malithra. You saved my soul. And the cash. Eternally yours. Seriously, I'm a vampire. I am a vampire. Eternally. Astarion. Seriously, I am a vampire. Okay. Here we go. Sasha, my darling. Sasha and my darling Tav Malithra. You saved my soul and the cash. Eternally yours. Seriously, I'm a vampire. Astarion. There you go. So
Marvelous.
I hope that's all right for you. That's yours. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. So that's that one. Thank you very much, Sasha. Next up is Catherine. Pretend it's a message from Astarion. Joking enough if you want to. Just happy to get this. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your interest and support. Appreciate that. So this is for Catherine. Catherine. Mr. Ryan. Let's go for a bite to eat in Baldur's Gate. Let's go for a bite to eat in Baldur's Gate. You cheeky little pup. There you go. Love, Astarion. And my signature, so there's a little heart on his bottom. My fangs are up here, darling. There you go.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks, Catherine. Any more questions at all? Got another one for Adrian up next.
I'm going to read out a lovely message to you from Salithria.
Salithria, that's a great name.
Salithria, just wanted to thank you for everything you've done to bring Astarion to unlife. He has been my comfort character since I first saw him in early access. And following the completed arc has been an experience I'll be hyper-fixated on for the next 10 months, I'm sure. Also, a little thank you. I didn't get to say at the time, but my best friend bought a cameo from you for my birthday 2 years back.
Nice.
And I still sometimes replay it just to cheer myself up.
Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, folks, I'm on Cameo. So if you want to grab an Astarion or Heisenberg or Kamsky or Gavin Reed or anybody else that I play, note, please, drop me a line and I'll see what I can do. I don't endorse products. Don't do that. Sorry, folks. But anything else is up for grabs. So, well, within reason. Naughty. Keep it up. My fangs are up here, loves. But yeah, anyway, so if you fancy something like that, then for somebody's birthday, what have you, or for maybe like introducing, I had a nice request the other day, introducing somebody's D&D campaign. That was kind of fun.
That's cool.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So, occasionally, folks, I may miss them. I will try and always do them. So my voice went this week. I had to say no to a couple of people, and hopefully they will rebook. But I want to give it my best. If my throat has gone, which happens very rarely, then bear that in mind, please. Next up is for Meggie. Hi, Meggie. Did I just miss one? Oh, I missed one. Did I miss one? Oh, no. This is not sorry, not for Meggie. Sorry, Adrian. I got it completely out of order. This is for Adrian. Can I have a quote from Astarion that would make me giggle and kick my feet? Okay, Vera, I'm definitely going to need you on this one. A quote from Astarion that would make me giggle and kick my feet. Oh, I've got one actually. No, I've got one. It's not me, darling. It's you. It's not you, darling. It's me. I have standards. I don't know if does that make you giggle and kick your feet, or that delivery, I guess.
Tiny Angry Elf suggests, I've thought about our first night together ceaselessly.
No, it has to be something along those lines, doesn't it? I'm not sure about that one. Sorry, Tiny Angry Elf. Yeah, Vero, give me a line because I'm not doing well. You definitely do the opposite. Yes. So give me. Waiting since the moment I set eyes on you, waiting to have you. All right. Okay. Waiting from the very moment I set eyes on you. I've been. I'm gonna change it a little bit, but yeah.
Or
Adrian.
the line that you was the line that you were trying to remember. It's not you, it's me. I have standards.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm gonna do this one. Can you put that line up again? Because chat went very fast. I've been waiting. Was it? I've been waiting. No, so many lines.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm
Waiting since the moment. Okay, been waiting since the moment I set eyes on you.
waiting to have you.
Waiting. I've just blushed because Tom just said that to me. Waiting since I set eyes on you.
I'm gonna have to, dude. I've got to. My dog is looking at me, and she needs to go out.
I was going to say we are going to call the stream here for tonight.
Oh, okay. Is this the last one?
Yeah, I think so. It's the last one, and especially if the little doggo needs to go. That's entirely.
Yeah, she's looking at me with the intense. I need to go pee.
No worries at all, folks. We're going to hold it here. We're back tomorrow. That went very quickly. Back tomorrow. So,
yes.
For more signings and also questions and answers about anything to do with acting, Astarian, that not spoilers. I don't want to spoil the game for anybody.
Yeah, no spoilers.
No spoilers. But anything about early access is cool, about the process and methodology, that kind of stuff. Within reason, obviously, you can't do too much of some things because we don't want to spoil it. But yes, I would definitely love to. That was for Adrian. Thank you very much, Adrian. We are going to come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock BST. And we'll see how far we go with that. And then on Sunday, we're also going to do another signing. And if we haven't finished, then we'll be following up the following weekend.
Yes.
We won't be doing it in the week because I can't. I've got too much work on. But yes, that's it. So thank you very much, folks. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Mods.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Very quickly, can we just stall for a second for me, Tom, so I can actually find somebody who's playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now to fucking raid. The raid.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be mercenary and use the opportunity to tell people.
Do it. Do be nice.
I also stream.
Yes, he does, and you should follow Tom if you don't already.
Which is twitch.tv/thevilligan. I do a horror hangout most Mondays, which was me playing through various horror games, and also because I am a horror screenwriter, I talk a lot about how horror structure works, how horror writing works. So that one's a lot of fun. Also, at the moment, I'm doing a playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2 in my other.
Are you? That's cool. Very cool.
Which is
very cool.
a lot of fun and also occasionally disastrous.
Nice.
So yeah, follow me for that. It's a lot of fun. And I got a lot of the people from this fine channel join us there as well.
So come on over there, folks. Occasionally, I do play with Tom as well. I played your Fallout game was awesome.
We played some Fallout together recently, which is a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, It was very cool. Found somebody to raid, sir.
Oh, nice.
Cool, so we can get cracking. Very quickly, thank you to everybody supporting the channel. We appreciate you. We do tier 3, tier 1 get things as well, but tier 2 as well. But tier 3 gets a special thing if you sub at tier 3 of the channel, a coffee morning chat, which is coffee morning somewhere in the world. That's a one-on-one talking about work with me, and that's once a month. There's just some bits and pieces that we're going to try and sort out. We're going to try and make the sub rewards better because there are not a huge amount of rewards for things, so sorry about that. But we've just been crazy busy, and we are kind of amateurs of this as opposed to being full-on Twitch streamers. That's it. Got somebody to raid. Stay around for the raid. Thank you everybody to hanging out. Fucking hell, Neil English. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Doggo, for her little paws crossed. And we'll see you tomorrow. All right, night, folks.
Bye-bye.
Stay for the raid.
Bye-bye.
Stay for the raid. Cheers, folks. Bye.